Okay, I think it's time to try and finish this campaign. There's only so much time I can put it off for before I have to sit down and go for it. So I've got me, I've got my sleepy pupper. It's very late at night. It's exactly when I like to play Highfleet. Let's just quickly recap on the situation. We've got our main sort of garrison wall here. There has been some poking from the stuff up here, but I don't think this is a problem. Our donut is trying to get to Kerbereth. I think it's going to make it okay. We think that we have found the enemy strike group here at Mari. We hit it with some planes last time, and I'm pretty certain that the Typhon is at Ugarit. And my concern is that it is en route to Samra. Now, a fleet did hit Samra. It's left now. I believe this is the garrison from Ugarit, and the Typhon is somewhere along this line. I'm refueling my primary ships here to get them in the air to come and join this engagement. We don't have much of the way in combat ships here at Gizram, apart from maybe this, it's a Gepard and a Gita. They're not combat ships. We do have 2 A100s available, so I may need to bring them into play if possible. I also have a longbow here with 4 A100s, so we're going to bring that into play as well. If I fully fuel this, it can make the flight to Samra, which unfortunately the Gladiator that it's with cannot. We also have an Agita coming to Samra to try and claim it, but I'm very worried that this missile here is about to take it out. We know that there's nothing in Samra at the moment, though, because I launched some missiles that didn't lock onto anything. The reason I think the Typhon is here is obviously because we have the radar jamming, which makes me think that they are. We just have A100s. Do I have anything I can quickly put on my ships before I take out in the way of missiles? We have KH-50, we have one KH-50 PN. I don't think that's an actual valid launch base. Let's change ships here. Let's check the Warrior. The Warrior has empty base. I've got a bunch of radar-seeking A100s. And we also have... Where did that missile go? We have the KH-15PN. That's going to take 4 hours. That's totally fine. By the time that they're done, they should have enough fuel. That gives me a little bit more firepower. And so I was going to... set the longbow's on its way. Okay, let's unpause and see what happens first. What disaster is going to happen first? Okay, the missile missed the Angita, amazingly.
Attention, visual contact.
That missile has not missed the Angita, unfortunately. So it is probably dead. Let's see if we can do something. I'm hoping the ship survives the explosion. It did go up instead of down, which might keep it alive. I think it's still alive. It's still broadcasting, so it is going to make it to Samra. It's probably in a pretty unhealthy state, but it did live, which is enough for me to hold Samra for now, and I'll know if anything is coming in. If it is the Typhon that's coming, it's probably going to need to land, I believe, before it can restock its missiles. So that is something as well. We're going to wait for the repairs here to go for 4 hours. We're about to hit Kerbereth with this donut, which will lock down everywhere, but as we know, the combat is happening down here. I don't really have any combat ships to send south, apart from maybe this Jaguar, but I don't really have any fuel ships to go with it. We do have what? We've got a Jaguar, a longbow. We're probably going to bring all of this down south with us as soon as we've got the repairing done. Game has paused because we've landed in Samra. Did I ever actually pick up the ships from Samra? No, they haven't. He hasn't landed in Samra yet. So what has paused the game? I'm not sure what paused it. I think it's just me clicking around. Okay, they have now landed in Samra. Something just got picked up on the radar. Okay, there's nothing to pick up here. I don't really see the point in repairing this because it's going to die in a second. I think, is that another missile on the radar? It is coming in from the north. I don't know, maybe coming from a fleet out of Tabal. And then we need to wait for these guys here to recover their aircraft. I think there's 7 T7s recovering. Not really enough to take out the strike fleet on its own, but the strike fleet comes for me. Then I have A100s I'm going to try and do something about with, and then this fleet will be moving down as well. What is this missile doing? Oh, I see this strike fleet just fired this missile. That makes sense. Okay. Well, we are dead. No matter what happens, the Ingita is not going to make it through. Maybe it did survive. No, I don't think it did survive. I haven't heard a ship destroyed, but the fact that we left... Okay, so it died in Samra. Does this fleet have any aircraft assigned to it? It has one LA-29, and then we have 2 LA-29s and 5 T-7s. 3 LA-29s and 5 T-7s on that fleet. Samra is just getting nuked over and over and over again. I can delete this. This has been such an exhausting campaign. This last section has been so difficult. Okay, who is out of fuel? Okay, just this guy here. Right, they're almost hitting Kebereth. That's really the only thing that's going to happen for a while. And we just need to let that occur. I'm not willing to fast forward because... Well, if we fast forward too much, we may have a problem. That's the big deal. That's the big problem. I don't want to fast forward and then have a whole bunch of missiles fly out of nowhere. So I'm just going to let this play out at normal speed. Hopefully this won't be a 2-hour epic like the last video, although a lot of people seem to enjoy that. So thanks for letting me know that that was actually appreciated. Okay, we've got 2 hours of repairs here. We're about to hit Kebereth with the donut. This should be a pretty big fight. There's still a reasonable garrison here. We might get some reinforcements. This will also attract enemy attention up here as well, which is exactly what I want. I want the enemy attention to go away from down here. I just hope we can get to Samra before the Typhon gets there. And if it has to be a longbow that does it, then the hero longbow as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we're about to hit Kebereth. What have we got? There's still a Paladin, a Nimrod, a Tarantul. I think we can do this. Oh yeah, that's what a fully operational donut looks like. We killed another ship with our misses. We can also, of course, just hold down the trigger. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was wondering if I could just destroy a ship with my 37mm fire. That is a battleship. Okay, it's pretty satisfying when you actually get it into combat. I'll give that to you, T-Ram. That was a very nice win. Victory! We took Kebereth. Okay, what do we get for taking Kebereth? Because we didn't... Did we nuke Kebereth? I can't remember. We didn't nuke Kebereth. So what's the game giving me? We've got a slingshot. No, a wasp. A Gepard. And a Fat Man. And anything interesting with Shipyard here? Any planes or anything? No. Alright. I mean, that's good stuff, but we got to get it south. We'll see what happens. Actually, we've got a lot of fuel here. They're just slow. It's just a slow fleet. So it really comes down to this area now. This is where we're holding our focus. We're waiting 1.4 hours for this fleet to finish repairing. Do I leave behind some stuff to defend? I probably do. I probably leave behind the command carrier and just send the RS Victory and the RS Warrior, the Longbow, the Jaguar, and the Gladiator, because there's nothing these two can do for defense. We're just waiting for those repairs to finish first. 0.7 hours on them. We're getting close. We're getting so close to the end of this. I'm going to launch the one LA-29 that this ship has to just fly around Samra and let me know if anything happens there. Well, 0.2 hours left on repairs. And we'll fly the fleet to Mushin. I mean, I could wait longer and fly them to Samra, but their speed's 205. I think they'd be better off getting here and just one less ship having to refuel in the fleet will help. I should probably unpause the game. That will help. How fast is this fleet now? If I fly them to Magor, it'll take them a while, but I'll get them moving south. See what they can do to help. Your repairs are finished. Move on to Muchin. Oh, hang on. I just did that wrong. Stay here, and then I want you, and you to head to Muchin. That leaves behind 4 T7s for air defense. Hopefully that's enough. We can't really afford to hold anything else back right now. Let's see if there's anything at Samra right now. Let's see if our longbow can get there quietly. How are the rearming of our planes going at Gizram? Still waiting for them to come back online. There's no enemy contact at Samra, thanks to the plane. Okay. Slowly moving our pieces into position. Slowly. Now, if I've miscalculated and the Typhon is not in fact here, big mistake leaving Kebereth unguarded, but I'm pretty certain it's down here. The slingshot has given us... What new aircraft has it given us? 4 LA-29s and 2 T-7s, which is pretty nice. We've also picked up some rockets, which is good. Some of the big rockets. Okay. I feel like the tensest air traffic controller that's ever existed at the moment. So many things could go wrong. At least we've got radar available to us. And I think the enemy down here is repairing at the moment. We hit them 7 hours ago, so they're probably in a pretty decent place in terms of repairs. I could buzz them with an LA-29 just to find out what's going on down here. The LA-29 is not going to get in to do much damage anyway. Just endless refueling. Everything is refueling everywhere, which is hilarious. Okay, the longbow's going to make it to Samra, it looks like, without any problems. And this fleet's going to make it to Mucha with no problems, and we'll hopefully get them to Samra. But Samra looks clear right now. This fleet has obviously made it back to Ugarit. It's because it's a fleet HQ, which is probably why it's got quite a big garrison, quite a nasty garrison. Alright, let's have a look at here. The fact that that garrison has a top speed of 112. What's the top speed on the donut? 115. Oh, maybe it is a donut because that donut's damaged. That could be that there's a nomad in that fleet, right? What is going on down here right now? Okay, there is still a strike fleet there. So they haven't moved on yet. That's all I wanted to check. Okay, we've almost landed in Samra. We've almost landed in Mucha. This fleet's actually not too slow, which is nice. I'm used to so many really, really slow ships that having a fleet that actually made that transfer in a reasonable time makes a really nice difference. Okay. I forget that changing fleets pauses the game all the time, so I'm constantly like, why is the game stopped? Oh, I've changed fleets, I need that on pause. We've actually had enough quietness that we've almost lost the alarm. So we're going to refuel here, move down to Samra, and we're going to just try and catch this fleet. It's probably refueling at the moment, ready to move on. Rearming as well. Okay, they've landed. They're going to need to refuel for a while. There's nothing here worth grabbing, is there? No, in terms of components. We're just really low on aircraft, really. But that's the best we can do. I don't have time to repair them. I'll repair them when we get to Samra. If we get the chance. How are we doing for aircraft here? I didn't mean to click on that. I wanted to click on the fleet. T7s are still not ready. One of the LA-29s is ready, which makes me think the rest of them should be coming online soon. This fleet's almost at Magor, where they'll need to refuel, but hopefully they can make the jump from Magor to Samra, and they can hopefully take that Gladiator with them as well. I'm just wondering why the Typhon hasn't moved yet. When this LA-29 is available, I will scout Ugarit with it. One T7, we've got 7 T7s still online. One T7 is now ready to go. We're going to have to do a strike with rockets because it's been demonstrated that the Palash on the strike it is too good for the Society Special. We can't drop bombs on them. We're going to have to hit them with rockets to get through the Palash. Okay, 7 LA-29s are now available. I thought we had more T7s. We only actually have, what, 1 T7? So I'm going to send these guys in groups of 2. Try and give them enough firepower to crack through the Palash. And I'm going to hope that a T7 with 266mm rockets is enough to break through at the end. Let's see how this strike does. How are you doing? You're still refueling. How are you doing? You're refueled. I don't really know what else to do with you. You're just holding here with your A100s in case anything comes into range. You can launch at it. And you are almost down here. Alright. Airstrikes away. Let's see what happens. I'd love to be able to just turn this off with a toggle. Like, I don't care that you need the refueling warning because there's not enough fuel in the world to get all my ships fueled at the moment. Okay, they're still very heavily Palash, this group. And my guys seem to like to focus on the ships that have Palash. Or they do that. That was a T7 missing with its rockets. They go for a ship that can accelerate. Oh, he's going to die. Boop. They go for a ship that can accelerate too high and they can't hit it. So this fleet I'm not sure what to do about, but it is the more attrition damage I can do to it, the better. Let's see if we can get any hits with these guys. Where are they coming in from? They're coming in on that guy there who always boosts out of the way. That was some good hits. That was actually a really nice run. He's taken quite a lot of damage, but unfortunately we lost both of those LA-29s. We're going to just take a lot of casualties. We have to accept that we're taking casualties. It's with what ships we can trade for those casualties, really. Okay, different formation. I'm not sure they're going to hit the same ship. They're coming in on that one over there, which is a totally different ship. They did manage to get through the Palash, but they didn't really do that much damage. Oh, they took out an APS. Yeah, they took out some stuff, missile, but nothing huge, unfortunately. Next hit. Got a couple more strikes coming in. Would really love to take out at least one of these craft, if I could. Coming in on the one in the middle there. Good set of hits, no kills, but we've done some damage. That millimeter opening up, that Sea Whiz was a bit scary. We'll just keep doing this, even though the ships will attrition. I think we've got one more hit. Yeah, one more strike. Come on.
Kill confirmed.
And we got a kill. Excellent, that's one ship down. That might be a missile carrier. It does look a little bit like, what are they called? I forget the name of them, but they are the missile carriers of the fleet. Okay, strikes are over. Let's get our next steps in play. Mutant Fleet is our next main job. Magor Fleet's almost landed. How many aircraft do we have here, and how many do we have that are actually in range? Are we in range of a strike on Mari? Yeah, I'm going to go do some more strikes on Mari. I think that is a good idea. Said two. Okay, I only actually had two T7s. I only have two LA-29s. That's all that's in this fleet, so they're all launched. But we'll go in for some more hits. Wow, I am so low on aircraft. You don't have your... No, LA-29 available. That's so depressing how few aircraft I now have. It shows how bad the attrition has been. The more damage I can do to this fleet, though, with aircraft, the better. How are we doing on fueling for you? I can't select them. That's great. I don't have them currently selected. Oh no, have I got a bug? I can't select any fleet. Oh, that's... Maybe if I go in and then back out. Oh, now I can't click on the exit button or the shipworks button. Oh, if I hit escape. Okay, let me try exiting the game and reloading. I hope I haven't lost my save. I will be right back if this is fixable. Okay, I quit out, went back in. That seems to fix the problem, thank goodness. I thought I'd lost the save for a second there. I couldn't click on anything. I couldn't even click on the exit button, which was very strange. But we're back in action. We're back in the game. One thing this fleet does have, as I was saying, is we do have a lot of nukes. So that's something.
Roger that.
Okay, this fleet's just arrived at Magor. Let's let them refuel. We'll see. They're actually refueling pretty quickly. It is a refueling station. We'll see if they have enough fuel to actually make it across to Samra. I might need to leave some ships behind. We'll see. Okay, hitting the fleet at Mari now. Let's see what more damage we can do. Surely they haven't had time to reload their AAMs. Doesn't look like it. This is a big strike coming in. I'm going to tell them to retreat. There is an AAM that did appear, but one of the T7s will make it out. Ugh, that attrition. That was a lot of damage for no real effect on target, unfortunately. Now let's see what the LA-29s can do. Come on, LA-29. Show me how great you are. I need this. The sleeping puppy needs this. Oh, unfortunately, they undershot quite considerably. Still did some damage. This might come down to the Nomad having to take this fleet on if I get the Nomad to it without taking too much damage. Okay. So waiting for the Magor fleet to refuel, waiting for the Muchin fleet to refuel. We're waiting for this LA-29 to become available so I can scout Ugarit and confirm the Typhon is there. If the Typhon is there, I need to remember these are standard A100s. The nukes are with this fleet here. I have one KH-15PN, which I'm very tempted to fire at Mari, but I'm holding back to fire at Ugarit if the T100 the Typhon is there. And I have 3 A100 nukes that we need to get close to a target. I think the A100 nukes, they're all on the Warrior. Yeah, there is actually everything on the Warrior. I can't 100%. It doesn't really tell me. I'll need to actually check in dock. So I'll do that really quickly now. I think it's all on the Warrior. So the Warrior is the one ship that needs to go forward. So I have one standard A100 on the Victory. And then the Warrior has the 3 A100 nukes and the KH-15 PN. So yes, the Warrior is the ship that needs to get close enough to Ugarit to launch. If that is where the Typhon is, that is. We almost have enough fuel to make the move to Samra, which is great. Magor fleet is refueling slowly but surely. The enemy doesn't seem to be making any moves at the moment. I think it takes them a really long time once they've made a jump to refuel. I think the game is making them refuel, which is a nice feature. Do we have enough leeway there? I'm going to make the move to Samra now. And that's a major step forward for us. And then as soon as we know if there's a fleet here, I will be launching the KH-50PN at one of these targets. How are we doing with Magor? Magor is still refueling. They're at 42%. They might just be able to make the jump. If not, we can dump 1 or 2 ships until they definitely can. At least this guy holds a lot of fuel. It's pretty fuel efficient if I remember correctly. Just slow. Okay. We are going to get another 29 back from here early. That could also scout here if needed. And then this is all basically dead to me at the moment. There's nothing I can really do with it. So really just focusing on this. You're still refueling. You're up to 51%. I think they'll be able to make it. And you have 3.9 hours to make it to Samra. And we're still waiting on that aircraft. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit. I know I said I didn't want to earlier, but there is nothing happening right now. How are we doing here? No aircraft ready. How's your refueling going after that reboot? Okay, so we're up to 61%. Refueled a little bit faster. We got the LA-29 back. I'm going to send it down just to scout the Typhon, potential Typhon location for me. You don't have any aircraft back yet. I really hope the Typhon's here. If the Typhon's not here, I don't know what to do. I don't know where the Typhon is. This is the only lead I have of the Typhon's location. If this fleet gets nuked as well, I'm screwed. If this fleet gets nuked, it's GG, honestly. Everything is tied up in this collection. So it's all down to being able to launch those A100s. And we do have some T7s in here as well still. We have 1 T7 which we can keep as combat air patrol in an emergency. But let's see what this LA-29... I'm going to bring the LA-29 in from the east just to kind of... If they do pursue it, they'll head west instead of heading north. We definitely have the range for it. And let's see what's at Ugarit. We're looking for that strike fleet. Fingers crossed that it's here. If it was not here, then I really don't know what to do. Oh yeah, it's here. It's here. That's a T7 on an intercept course as well. There's 3 fleets there. 2 AAMs. There's nothing that LA-29 can do to survive that. It gave us good intel though. We can afford to launch nukes at the city. So I want to do that right now. I've got 1 long-range nuclear missile left. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit, even though I don't see a radar being active. We're just going to launch it here. Surely something here has an active radar. Let's launch that missile. And hopefully that nuke does some decent damage. And then I'm just going to hit it with as many A100 nukes as I can once the warrior has refueled. How's the fleet at Magor doing for refueling? They've actually got enough to make it to Samra, so I want to move them down as well. Putting a lot of eggs into one basket right now, which is a little bit scary. As soon as the warrior's got enough fuel, we're going to move it out. Okay, the warrior, on its own, currently can get to here. I think it needs just a little bit more fuel. I'm going to just try and pump these A100 nukes into the Typhon. Just need to give it a little bit more fuel. Let's see how the missile strike goes first, and then we'll go on from there. These noises really give me anxiety after all of this. It's pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. 930 hours of repair for something here. Okay, we did get a lock on something. There's the Typhon. It's definitely here. The nuke got shot down, but I think it's done some nice damage. It will at least keep the fleet stuck here for a while. War crime. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I have been doing a few of those. Okay, how is the warrior doing on fuel? Oh no, kindness went down again. Okay, we have enough fuel on the warrior. Let's bring it to here and turn its radar off. I want to try and sneak it as best as I can. And let's check the A100 range. As soon as it's in range, I'm going to launch all 3 of these. I'm not messing around. We're not going to use the targeter. These will lock on fine. Just to make sure they're in range. 3 nukes. We've got 3 nukes to try and clean up as much of this as possible. There's no aircraft on the warrior. No, good. Because this ship is probably going to die. It's not an amazing combatant, but it could fight for a little while. So I might hit the garrison with it once I've nuked 3 times, see what I can do. It's not going to last very long in a fight, especially if it gets attacked from below. But it might kill a couple of ships, I don't know. Might be fun to try, since I've had these since the start of the campaign and I managed to shepherd them all the way here. You don't have anything else, you've just got the A100s. Yeah, cool. Okay, just waiting on this range to get close. It's all I really care about right now. The red line of death. Well, the white line now. I will probably just commit it to the town because it's not getting back home after this. Is it a waste? I don't know, but we're going in with it. Okay, we nuked it 3 hours ago. No, we actually didn't. We don't see how we saw it 3 hours ago. I wonder what this fleet is that needs 923 hours of repairs. I'm hoping that's a Typhon fleet. I don't know what happened to them to cause that requiring that much repairs. Do we need to? No, we don't need to move. Okay, we're going to aim for about here with the nukes. That should be close enough for them to pick something up with their radars. Maybe about here, actually. We're just waiting on the range. As soon as we're past the red circle, we'll get them in the air, and they'll hit pretty quick. I want to make sure that the city is actually contained, not just the targeting point. I don't want them to engage a target then run out of fuel. That would be incredibly depressing. Okay, my targeting point is now in range. The city is now more than in range. Oh, we're being jammed. Oh. We're being jammed. I can't launch these right now. Alright, let's just land in the desert right here. We're in range. So we'll land in the desert. I thought my radar was off, which is a bad thing. So they may actually have launched at us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head straight south with the radar off until we run out of fuel, in the hopes that we dodge any missiles coming directly at us. And then we'll just turn the radar on and off at a different place to check if the jamming is still on before we launch. Because they definitely turn their jammer on when we go into range there. Are we still in A100 range? We're still very much in A100 range. So let's just land about here. And then let's turn our radar on in Samra. No jamming being detected from this distance. I'm not sure if the jamming will reach that far. I'm going to turn the jammer on for one sweep. The radar on for one sweep. Okay, they are not jamming right now. So let's launch all of the nukes. So they turned that jammer on because our radar was on. As soon as I turned my radar off, they turned off their jammer. Might as well just tell. Oh, they turned the jammer back on. But they made it in anyway. Oh, this is a good nuke. Right on top of the Typhon. Still in one piece, though. The thing about missiles hitting Typhons at this level is they're getting squashed into the ground with every hit. Something just died. That could have been the Typhon. The Typhon might have just died on spawn. That's another dead ship and another dead ship. It's still showing us intact on the defensive Kiva here. This is our last missile. Something else just died. I don't see the Typhon here anymore, though. Okay, that was pretty... I mean, that's 4 nukes. Not much can survive 4 nukes. Destroyed missile carriers. We've destroyed the second Typhon. Okay. All that's left is this strike group. This is our only remaining target. We've wiped out the Typhon. That's amazing. Alright. Oh my god, I didn't think we'd get this far. We are so close to victory. We have the LA-29s back. I'm going to send them in groups of 2. Do I have these ones back as well? Just the T7. We're waiting on 2 LA-29s here. That's them detecting the ship coming into Ugarit. We should hopefully be able to clean up the garrison here with this ship. I'm not 100% confident it can do it, but let's give it a try. I built these ships at the start of the campaign to weather missile attacks, not really to fight, but it does have 8 57mm, 75mm. There is still a fleet here. What's left of it? Oh. Oh my goodness. The strike group was on its way over. I'm glad I spotted it. Okay, this is scary. 2 good hits, no kills. Okay, we need to also deal with this strike group now. That is just hanging around. We can hit it with some A100s from the longbow. What else can we do? Okay, right, longbow, whoops. If I launch the longbow right now, and I need to check the A100 range. That's the A100 range. If I bring you to about here, you've got a speed of 205. Their top speed is 498. Are you kidding me? No, speed is 150, so we should be able to track them down. Let's hit this garrison, and we need to just murder the strike group. What do I have here? I have nothing. Combat ships here. We have a gladiator. Hang on, we have a gladiator. If I just bring the longbow back. Longbow gladiator. Oh, it's not quite enough fuel. Longbow gladiator victory. Nope. Victory gladiator. Nope. What about the gladiator on its own? Not quite. Jaguar. Damn. I want to get the gladiator in a position to attack this fleet. Let's just let them... They're still refueling here. Let's let them continue refueling. We'll do what damage we can do with airplanes. I'm really glad I launched this airstrike, because I would not have noticed that the strike fleet was on the move. And then we would have been caught out by it. Oh, the friendly fire would have been lovely if that had happened. This is a tough strike fleet. This is going to be really hard to fight. Really, really, really hard to fight. Please get a kill. Take one of these ships out. Leave it so it's 4 rather than 5. Oh, they're attacking a different one. Oh, they're actually taking the same one. They just hit the Palace on that one. He's taken a lot of damage. He just hasn't died. Come on, you can make it out. Yeah, okay. We only lost 1 plane, I think. Or did we lose any planes in that strike? I'm not sure. Okay, we're about to hit here. We've got the strike group in the air. We have 1 T7 here. I'll send it in with the 120mm rockets just to keep an eye on where they are as best as possible. And then we're coming in with more aircraft here. Do you actually have the... I doubt they have the range. Oh, they've almost got the range, but not quite yet. We'll wait a little bit longer for them. Okay, so the strike group is actually here, not like over here where I thought it was. Okay, there's one gladiator. One gladiator survived the quad strike. So this fleet, this ship was designed mostly to shoot down incoming missiles. So its Palash and armor are all top facing, but it does have really good coverage on its 57mm. If he gets above us, that's exactly where we want him. Nice. Well done, Ars Warrior. You lived up to your name. You are a warrior. You have been blooded, finally. Okay, we took Ugarit. That's another fleet HQ, which funnily enough will give us a game save if I go in here. Will we get some nukes? No, okay, we don't get a game save, we don't get the nukes. I was kind of hoping that we would get the nukes for taking the fleet HQ, but sadly not. Okay, alright. So all we now need to do is we need to deal with this strike group, which is heading back to Marit by the looks of it, after being hit by our strike. We'll confirm that with the T7. Wait, who's this? No, Longbow, I didn't actually want you to leave Samra. Go back. I thought I cancelled that mission. Ah, but he's got all the fuel. Okay, so pause. We actually realized we had 2 Longbows here. So, Longbow Gladiator with all of our fuel. I'm going to do it. I'm going to send it down to Mari. And then it basically will hopefully hold that port from the strike group. We just have to play tag with this strike fleet and we've got it. We're so close. We're so ragged. We have so little left. So obviously they're not here anymore, but let's follow their flight path. Here they are. So where are they even going? Let's get you to actually intercept them. And I'm going to get you just to buzz them until you're running low on fuel. Where do we have visual contact? Okay, we've got airplanes coming into Ugarit. That sucks, but I'm not really that upset about it. Oh, they're heading this way now. Oh. 14 rockets and 6 bombs. Got 2 of the planes. Got 3 of the planes, and the Palash stopped most of it. The plane actually hit the ship and did more damage. So they're doing weird maneuvers right now. They're heading for Mari now, by the looks of it. Nope, now they're heading east. Okay, we've got a missile coming into Ugarit. We're going to lose this ship. It's getting nuked right now. Don't actually hit the strike group. Just keep an eye on them. We've got aircraft coming into Gizram. That's not good. Why are they hitting Gizram? Can we get the Gepard in the air in time? Probably not, but I'm worried that this is a precursor to a missile coming in. I guess the strike groups reported that there was an airstrike. Ouch. Well, it doesn't look like it did too much damage. The Palace won't do anything. We'll have to find out in a second what happened. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Unpause. The game didn't pause there, which is bad. Okay, now they're heading north again.
Missile launched.
Ouch. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Should have saved those missiles. I just realized. Should have saved those missiles for any incoming nukes. But we took out that whole strike group apart from 1T7. The Gita may as well just land. Okay. The game will just land. I don't think it's going to actually do anything in the air. Wait. Did I just tell the fleet in Gizram to attack? Please stay in Gizram. I don't know what this strike fleet is doing. It's kind of dancing. I really don't know what to do here. If they just keep dancing around like this, these guys are going around a few. I'm just going to tell these guys to get to Mari. They don't have the fuel to keep dancing around like they are. We've almost got this fleet down here. I'm really worried about these guys. How bad is the damage here? I still don't know. The EMP pulse is stopping me from getting information. I want to keep an eye on this ship for as long as possible and understand what they're doing. They seem to be heading back to Gizram now that it's been hit. I wonder if the AI now has information on what I have in Gizram. Did I have some A100s here? I have one A100 here. So we will fire that when they get in range. We'll actually wait until they're in our radar range and we'll hit them with a guided shot. That's all I've got here, right? Yeah, all I've got. We don't have any missiles with this group, no, and there's no missiles left with this group. There's A100s on the other long... No, there's A100s on this longbow. So I've got A100s on both of the longbows, but I'm not going to get in range of these guys. I mean, if I just bring the fleet to outside Gizram, I would probably be in A100 range, and I could probably get something to refuel. That's probably the better call, if I think about it. Okay, our guy here is getting destroyed by aircraft. And they're heading south again. They don't know what to do. Okay, we did take a lot of damage. We lost half of our armament. Look at the shots. He's just weaving through them. The warrior is a limping warrior now. That second layer of armor, though, if you look, is actually doing a really good job. The idea is to protect the bridge as much as possible. Soon as we've got the fuel, we'll probably fly back to Samra. I really don't know what to do with this fleet here. I think I'm going to move them to Mari. I know I keep changing my mind, but the strike fleet is being so weird with its movement that I don't want to... I keep second-guessing myself, basically. The captain... Oh, crap. Yeah, it's another hit on the Typhon. The captain of the strike fleet just really doesn't know what he's doing. Where? Well, I got the plane. No, I didn't get the plane. I thought I did. Damn. All we need to do is we need to get this strike fleet. Doesn't matter what else happens anywhere else. We just have to get this strike fleet. And then the game's over. May I need to ram it? I hope not. See, look, they've changed their direction again. They just don't know where they're going. It's very strange behavior. Oh, okay, we need to head back. Let's just hit it with rockets before we head back. We should have, fingers crossed, enough range. Good hits. Just retreat. No point in using those last 3 rockets. That was the last of our 122mm rockets as well. We don't have any left. And these guys are bomb-proof, so aircraft strikes just got a lot weaker. You don't have any aircraft assigned to you. You do have 2 LA-29s. We can use them to scout when we get a bit closer. I would love to hit this fleet with these 4 A100s. They're not nuclear, but they'll do some damage, and then the Gladiator should be able to put up a pretty decent fight. It's a nasty, nasty little craft, and we should have tons of special ammo by this point. Is he going to make it back, though, because I ordered him in to do that attack? I'm worried he's not. 100. Oh, okay, he just made it back. Alright, I'm going to launch one of the LA-29s from this fleet. We'll give it rockets. I didn't realize I still had rockets available. Just see if we can identify where the fleet is now. Okay, someone's detected a ship. I'm pretty sure this strike group has detected this ship. I'm hoping they try and intercept it. That would be amazing. Let's head to their last known. See what we can find. Whoop, no, not you. You keep heading here. Okay, they're not here. They're not here. Have they gone back towards this garrison at Gizram? Okay. Don't know where they've gone.
Visual contact.
Guess what? I found them. Would you like some A100s? You do have radar? Yeah. I didn't realize the radar was off, or I would have fired this a lot sooner. Alright. Targeting the fleet. Is that how this works? I think I can just fire here and they'll track on. That's one hit. They shouldn't have any... well, they do have anti-missile systems left, but that didn't work. That was a good hit. Let's hope we can get all 4 out before they hit us. I'm going to try and fly away just to give myself a little bit more time to launch missiles. Because they're not all launching at once. People ask me why I launch one at a time. This is why. Because they queue to launch. Same as you launching them individually. But you get to choose a different targeting zone for each one if you launch them one by one. Okay, it's 2 hits with A100s. Not now, Piotr. Okay, we've got one more A100 to launch, and then we're coming with the Gladiator. Sadly, this is on the other side from the last hit. Good hit, though. No kills. Okay, I'm going to turn back around and set an intercept. We're also going to launch an LA-29 with rockets. And if I don't think it's going to make it, but I'll try and get this LA-29 to intercept as well. And that's really all we can do at the moment. Still have 4 A100s in our pocket if this attack doesn't work. And that's the last A100 on the way. Did some damage. Might help the Gladiator a little bit in what's going to be an insane combat. See how good the Gladiator remake really is. Going for a different ship again. Hits, but they're not getting through the Palash. They're insanely well armored. Okay. Battle in the middle of the desert. 1 Gladiator versus 1 Strike Fleet. Can I do it? How much? I don't have any. I don't have any prox fuse. I'm gonna try and use the incendiary to set fire to their fuel tanks. We're dealing with a Griffin, two Griffins, 2 Cormorants, and a Negev. The Negev isn't too serious a contender. The Cormorants aren't too bad. I think the Griffins are pretty nasty though. Let's see how we go. Of course, we're ending with this song. This should be hopefully, fingers crossed, the last engagement of this campaign. It's been a long, long road to get here. Let's see if we can finish it. Okay, I just discovered we don't have flares on this ship. So that's something to bear in mind. We need to dodge missiles. And dodge shots. Okay, this is probably not going to be a successful attempt because I'm still working this ship out. That's 1 down, which is great. This guy has no Palash at the moment, so I'm going to try and get him back on fire. And use him as a shield against his teammate. Big fires on this ship. I'm going to leave him. He's probably got overheated engines right now. He may crash. Get this guy on fire. He's loading AP. Okay, he crashed to the ground, which is great. Let's try and dodge these missiles if we can. Oof, that was close. This guy back here has prox fuse. I don't like that. That's incredibly rude. I'm also out of HE rounds at this point. I know. I'm trying to get him between us and him so I can use him as a shield. That's another enemy down. He died to a fuel explosion. This is a great ship. Whoever built this Gladiator, you are a fantastic shipbuilder. Ow, 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 ow. I need to try to get below these guys. I don't have any fire suppressors left. There's one ship left. We're losing guns and we're losing altitude. Come on, get through this Griffin. Oh my god, I did it first time. I did it first attempt. I did it. I won Highfleet. Oh, I can't believe it's over. I can't believe Gladiator level 2. Let's get them Veteran Gunner. I can't believe it's finally over. I cannot believe I have finally... It's been like 2 years to get to this point. This is it, Mark. I'll inform the crew that our operation was a success. This is it. I leaned back in the chair and closed my eyes. The tons of war machinery around me finally fell silent. Not a clank, not a rattle, not even a rustle. The perpetual hum of the jet engine seemed so far away, so distant, I could barely hear it. Hundreds of people freeze at their battle stations as Pyotr's slow, rhythmical voice rings out from the loudspeakers, announcing that the war is over. It's time to return to Khiva, Pyotr Ivanovich. The sooner we show them that the reactor is functional, the better. I have a personal request for you, Grand Duke. There is a pillar in the reactor control room in Khiva. I saw it many years ago, back when we had to withdraw from Ugarit. There was something written on the pillar. It looked very old, and the language and the letters very similar to a coda. I remember it very clearly. If you could take a look at it, Duke, perhaps you can read it. I have a feeling it may be important. A couple of days later, we arrived in Khiva. Well, I'm going to do an after-action report for this campaign, but I do want to take a second to thank everybody who has made this possible over the long journey that we have had to get here. Everyone who submitted a ship, everybody who voted on a ship back in the day when we were doing those live streams of going through all the ship reviews and looking at all the different ship types. I'd like to take a special thank you to the Imperial Design Committee who came up with a design for the Typhon. What a beast of a ship you guys put together. I want to thank everybody who was patient with me. I've been taking so long to get this campaign together, and also for having 2 attempts at it. If you aren't aware, the mod is available on my Discord. It's a little bit of a bug with it where the Varyag won't spawn, but it's still all there. And as it says here, we should hopefully get some more Highfleet in the future. I know Constantine, the developer of the game, has had some issues due to where they live, but I think they're doing pretty well. Interesting, we did get the cutscene at the end where we found the pillar, but that's okay. Wow. What an absolute just monster. Let's have a quick look at the Typhon, just to show you what we were dealing with, because you can get a look at it in detail. I never took one of these on in direct combat because, where is it? The Typhon... Is the Typhon not here? I cannot show it to you. Oh, the Typhon's not unlocked. That's annoying. That is a real shame. I thought it was. Oh, well. I also thought the Varyag was unlocked, but it doesn't appear to be, which is also a shame. There's the... one of these is the Thunderbolt that we... I think it's this one here. Oh, the game just crashed. Amazing. I just crashed the game trying to load a ship. Probably because it's from the wrong version. So what I want to say is thank you all so much for tuning in for this. I will have an after-action report available for you when I've had a chance to sit down and really think about what's happened. For now, I'm just basking in the elation of actually having won the game, because I never thought I would make it. What a struggle. That's probably one of the hardest challenges I've ever given myself in playing a video game. It really felt like the ending wasn't going to happen, especially after that last recording session, but we made it, and I'm so happy. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Now that this is completed, there's room in my schedule for doing something else. I'm currently looking at maybe doing a modded Star Sector playthrough in this slot. We'll see if I can get it to work, because I've got a few bugs with it at the moment. I might do something else as well. But for now, I'm going to take a break. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video, wherever it is. See you soon. Ciao for now.